Buju, Shawanabik Indigo, Anishinaabe Mom, Yadash Linda, and Indishnika, Shaganashi Mom, Migisi, Nindotem, Couchiching, Donchba.
Buju, Nosima Squat, Tipuan Squad Tuting. My spirit name is Mama Bear. I'm from Couchiching, and my English name is Lavana.
The Sunrise song, and it was shared with us by the late Richard Morrison. I'm not sure if that was his song or given to him or it's his song, but he taught this to us and we've been singing this, and the translation talks about the sun giving life to everything while going around the world, to the plants, water, air, people, and everything. And the importance of the sunrise song, and one of the reasons we chose it is because the sun rises every day. It has risen before we were born into this lifetime, and will hopefully continue to keep rising every day afterward. And without the sun, we wouldn't be alive. We need the sun to warm up our earth and to help grow things. So when I personally sing this song, I try to be grateful for every day that I'm given. When I open my eyes and the sun is bright out and I can see, and I'm grateful for the sun. Even in the winter, the sun is still shining, even though there's clouds and it's snowing, and just being grateful for the sun and its warmth and all of its gifts.
Bujuanin, Niju Banase Nindigo, Makwado Dem, Brendan Nindijnikas. I'm honored to recognize Treaty Week. As the director of the Northwest Catholic District School Board, I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Treaty 3 territory and that the land on which we gather is the territory of the Anishinaabe Nation and the historic Métis communities in our region. We acknowledge this land and the people because the first step to reconciliation is recognizing Indigenous people. A shared understanding of how our collective past has brought us to where we are today will help us walk together in a better future together. It is important that we celebrate and learn about the treaties, as they are important for all of us. The treaties were agreements between the First Peoples of Canada and the British Crown, and later the Canadian government. They are agreements that recognize the First Peoples' rights to practice their culture and traditions and to maintain their rights to share the land with all peoples of Canada. The treaties were signed so that we would all walk forward together, and were agreements that we would all share in the resources and wealth provided by Turtle Island. Unfortunately, the treaties have not always been followed, and First Nations ancestral rights have often been overlooked. Many people around the world today rank Canada as one of the best places to live on the planet. The treaty's intent was that it would be this for all people. We have work to do to realize the full intent of the treaties, and it is through awareness during this week and throughout the year that we continue to build bridges with our First Nation, Métis, and Inuit brothers and sisters. I am encouraged that we are on the right path, and through education and mutual understanding, we will all be building the best version of Canada today and for our future generations of children and people. Miigwech.
Okay, our next song is the Ancestor song, which I thought might be a little appropriate to sing because treaties started long ago with our ancestors, and I don't know too much about the song and exactly where it came from, but it was given to us from a lady from Lac LaCroix, and I'm afraid that's about all I know about this song, but it's a real beautiful song. So.
Buju Nindanewe Maganag, Opachis Nindigo, Megazay Nindodem, Michelle Nindigena Cause. Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Timken and I'm the Indigenous Education Lead for the Northwest Catholic District School Board. As we embark upon Treaties Recognition Week, I'm grateful and honored to introduce Elder Roy Napish, who is going to share his knowledge with us today. Miigwech.
My English name is Roy Napish. I'm a member of the Eagle Lake First Nation and close by here. And my Indian name is Niganawetang Migisi Sahgaigan Bonjea Atik Notem. And I was asked here to say, being Treaty Week, to talk a little bit about the treaties, the treaty, and however, I'm going to talk about it on a traditional perspective that I learned from my one of my elder teachers through the years, and he was a hereditary chief, and his people didn't sign treaty. They were originally from White River up on the north of Superior. And when they heard the treaties were coming, the treaty negotiators and also the churches, the missionaries, they decided to move out west. Personally, myself, I was born into the treaty. I was born into the Indian Act. That wasn't my choice, and still isn't my choice today. And so I have to accept it and try and live with it the best way I can. And but we used to talk about the treaties, and he made it simple. The Creator, when we talk about these four colors of man around the world, each culture, each race or countries have their own Creator, and Creator is good. He's a kind Creator. He's a sharing Creator. And so every culture around the world has that Creator. And he might even be, as far as I'm concerned, the same Creator that all of our people have in the world. And they believed the Creator gave them this Mother Earth where we live, and it's a garden. It was a garden. The Creator planted it, made it since creation, and it was made to be shared. It was made to be, nobody. In our perspective as Native people, we don't own any. Just lent to us where we can fulfill a life, to have a good life. You know what I mean? Even if the money part or of the treaty, like economic development and all that stuff, is not honored. As long as they have these teachings till the sun, they continue to have it. Well, the sun is still shining, the rivers are flowing, and the grass is green, or something like that. When the non-native people, the newcomers, I would say, that came around here, we welcomed them. And because we lived that principles of sharing, being kind, and having strength and giving each other strength. I remember my mother talking about that when I was a child, and she said, "Ogema Quens," in Ojibwe, that means the queen. That's what our Her Ojibwe name is for the Queen. And I always wondered what she talked about, but now I know what, who we signed with was the Crown in England. The treaty is sacred because the sacred pipe was used and the four direction teachings were used. From our perspective, this is what the treaty is. It's to be able to be honest with each other, to share with each other, to give each other strength, inner strength mostly, and physical strength. I was very surprised when I heard last year that only less than 1% of the 600 and so reserves in Canada, I think there's 640 or something reserved, they only make up 0.84% of Canada land-wise. That's less than 1% if you put all this over 600 reserves together. And even so, it's still owned by the government. But I want to talk about the pipe. Our ancestors that signed the treaty, they brought the pipe. And when you have a pipe, you have the rock. The rock is very sacred for us. It's a sacred symbol. It teaches us to be strong and and to have inner strength. And the stem, usually made out of a tree, is to have a straight life, to follow a straight life, or to be honest. It's got sweetgrass around it, where we do the smudging, we call it today. When you light up a pipe, you gotta smudge yourself in the pipe. And we cleanse it. And so that we have respect. And also when we light up the fire, when we smoke our pipe, for us, fire means life. The Mother Earth and the nature, the air, we perceive them as they're alive. And if you don't trust anything when they're alive, then they're gonna, something's gonna happen. And we're all in this together, even us as Native people, because we lost a lot of our principles and our teachings in our own communities through the years. And so nobody is immune to that. We're all in this together, and I think we should try to help each other or look at ourselves, as a country or as a community, what's happening here.
The song is called Spirit Bear Song, and this is a healing song. And I don't know the actual interpretation of it in Ojibwe, Ojibwe to English, but we believe we're asking the bear spirit to come and help us with our healing. So we sing this song, and as this song is sung, we think about all those people that we love who might need healing in whatever way.
Nico and District Cause for Francis Mando and Dem, St. Mary's School and Gikanu Amagu. First Nations made treaties with each other for thousands of years. I love Treaty 3 because it's a peaceful area.
Bonjour, Harnin and Dishnakas, Couchiching, Nindun, Jean, and Dudem. Manatu Begizis, Indigo, and Nishinabe Monk, St. Mary's School, and Gikanu Magu. The Treaty 3 area is 55,000 square miles from Thunder Bay to Manitoba, and from the international border to Sioux Lookout. I like living in Treaty 3 because I love dancing at powwows and learning my language.
Bonjour, Frankie Dona and Dishnakaz, Fort Francis Nindonji, Washish Nindotam, Nagachernang Ishanakada Ishkanagan, Misquankatuk Indigo and Ishnabe Monk, St. Mary's School, Ningikano Amagu. I love living in Treaty 3 because of the nature. I like to hunt and fish with my family. Treaties are agreements between groups of people. They set out the rights, responsibilities, and relationships of the First Nations and the government.
Bonjour, Navan and Dishnakaz, Fort Francis Nindum, Jibajun Nindudam, St. Mary's School, Nikikanu Magil, Linda Jinakazo Nokos. Treaties were made with Europeans that came to Turtle Island to build good relationship and resolve conflicts. I love practicing my culture and smudging with my mom, and we use all the sacred medicines. It clears my thoughts.
Treaty 3 was signed on October 3rd, 1873. Treaty 3 includes 28 First Nations and approximately 25,000 members. Miigwech Nashomis, Gibe Waskondama Wiyan Yungam. Miigwech Inakid Nungam Gagishigakwa Naji Mino Ganawaba Magwa Niji Mima Bimadizig Minawa Winaji Gagananagwa. Miigwech Gaye Guku Kamisan Ga Debenda Ake. Miigwech Ga Mijian Mino Bimadizawin. Miigwech Gaye Mijim Away Gaye Nibe. Miigwech Gaye Ga Mijian Awaysin Yag Minawa Ga Mijuan Nesewin. Aseman Nimbagidine and so Odamona Ewade Waganagwa Shakuanag Nige Bawanag Minawagi Wedinag Wedaskirishke Ge Mashkawa Dibuan Minawa Jezun Gideon. Christmas, Nicholas. Thank you, Grandfather, for shining on us today. I say thank you for this day that I will look upon my fellow human beings and that I will talk to people in a good way. Thank you, Grandmother, the keeper of the earth, for giving us a good life. Thank you for the food and the water. Thank you for giving us the animals and the air that we breathe. I offer tobacco to the 4 directions. They are to the east, south, west, and north. Help me to be able to stand strong and to have a strong heart. Thank you, Grandmother and Grandfather.
Okay, this next song is the thank you song, and my interpretation of it is that our grandmothers and grandfathers in the spirit world are grateful and thankful that we are trying to do things in a good way and live life to the best of our ability. By the things that we do, we choose to do good things will come back to us, and that's what it says in the song. So,
and to be thankful for everything that we're given in this lifetime, our family, just to be alive. When I think of the thank you song, I think about the gift of being alive and just having lived each day, and just try to remember to be grateful, to say thank you for everything, everything that's on this earth.
Yeah.
Miigwech.